Hello, this is Islam,
Hello, Islam.
and this is episode 7?
I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Chaos told us to go to Vivec, and we are going there to speak to 3 informants. Now, the easiest way to get to Vivec for starters is the Balmora Mages Guild, because there's a Mage Guild in Vivec as well.
Do you want something from me?
Well, what have we here?
Now, Vivec is based upon many cantons, with lots and lots of stuff and lots of levels.
What may I do for you?
So like this Mages Guild, it's at the top of the foreign quarter. So at the top there's always very rich people and big houses and so on. And the further down you get in the canton, the cheaper people have accommodations and so on. And you can see they are huge, so there's a lot of stuff here. And the temple is all the way on the other side. So look at the map here. See how big Vivec is? We're at the top here now, at the foreign quarter. And Vivec is down here. So it's like bigger than what other cities are. So luckily, since we're going to start off at the bottom here, where the temple is, we have a way to get there. We have a scroll, teleport to the nearest temple.
Very nice.
So let's go to Vivec Temple. Now you see this map just jumped down, right? Because we were there, and now we're here. For starters, I think we're just going to join the temple. It's another faction. It's neat to have the information and quest from them. Join the temple, hear the doctrine. Duties are to faith, family, masters, all that is good, perform holy quest, bring rusted to the temple, never transgress against your brothers and sisters, in thought or deed, we are all one body, yes, I am worthy. You're now a layman. Yeah, they always have these super friendly things, right? Yeah. Duties. Before I give you other duties, you should prove your faith by making a pilgrimage to the 7 graces. Take this book, The Pilgrim's Path. It describes where the pilgrimage sites are. After you've completed these pilgrimages, speak with me again. And he tells me that some of them are really hard. Ghostgate and Ruddy Man. Goodbye. Now this book, we're not going to read all of it, but it tells you where the 7 places are. Fields of Kumu, To Stop the Moon, Puzzle Canal, Shrine of Courtesy, Mask of Vivec, Coal Cave, and the Ghost Fence. So we have to visit them on a pilgrimage journey. Now, we're not going to do all of them right away, but 3 of them are right here. So, first off, I'm going to... I think maybe she has a spell for me. Heal. Thank you. And here, Almsivy Intervention. That's a spell we use to teleport to nearest temple.
And that's basically just nearest, not specific...
Yeah, it's nearest. Now we had this as a scroll. Now we have it as a spell, so we can use it all the time.
Nice.
And this is a cheaper heal. I think I'll just pick that up as well. But also, I'm gonna barter a levitation potion from her, because one of the shrines over here has this. It's a courtesy to leave a potion. So this is to stop the moon. And the story goes that Vivec stopped this moon from crashing into the planets. So he stopped it just there, and now it's stuck there, and then they're using it for, I think, a prison or something, for dissidents. So it's kind of awesome. So at this shrine, where you commemorate this, we can donate a potion of Rising Force, the one I just bought already. Now, the Grace of Daring. Oh, my character's moving all by himself. Now, this gives me a buff. Levitate 100 points, and it lasts for 24 hours, so right now we can fly.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah, and it's kind of awkward too, because it's not easy to fly everywhere. This is the Palace Shrine. Leave a donation of 100 gold and ask for a blessing. The Grace of Generosity, so now we've done 2 of them. And that gives us a mercantile, so we can sell better. Now the last of the 3 that are here in Vivec is the Puzzle Canal. You see how there's water pouring out of all of these? It's a labyrinth inside. and you walk through a door and you don't know which level you come out of, and you have to find the puzzle canal, which is somewhere inside of here. So it's kind of difficult if you're doing it on your own, but if you have flying and you go in this one first, I'm fairly sure that the place we are looking for is here. Let's use a night eye just to see the door. There it is. Found it.
Yay.
So here it is. Breathe the waters of his glory, and the way is made clear. And it's this way we want. So we have to breathe the waters of his glory. And there's so much puns you can do about that.
yeah, I was also thinking about a couple of
Yeah. But this took me for ages the first time I played it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have figured it out all of myself.
No,
I would have had to wiki it.
yeah, and back then we didn't have a wiki. We didn't have Google or something like that.
Are you going to die out completely, or?
No, I'm gonna heal up again, like that.
Hey,
It just happens, and then the way is made clear.
really cool.
So, the puzzle canal, the story goes that Vivec once had to fight a Dwemer like this one. But the Dwemer was unarmed. So Vivec gave him a sword. And for that courtesy, they made this this whole thing. So the people of Morrowind, the Temple, they have bound the demon here to look like the guy in the story. So he doesn't like being here at all. He's not free, he's stuck here, bound to this thing. And in here, there are silver swords, just like in the story. So we'll grab one and talk to him. Are you here on the pilgrimage? I take it that silver longsword is for me. As you see, I am unarmored, but you are brave and gallant. Will you give me your longsword so I may stand the chance against your might? Yes, take it. Yes, I accept this sword. Thank you, Isnan Erebrin. You have the grace of courtesy. You should read the inscription of the shrine to complete your pilgrimage. Bastard. He hates his life. There we go. Now we have finished the 3 temple things that we have in. So, let's head outside again. I think it was here. I can't see anything. I can see a little bit here. We're almost out. There we are. So, the next part is over here you can see Ebonheart, which is an Imperial Fort. Now, near Imperial Fort, there are also always Imperial Shrines. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this scroll to teleport me to an Imperial Shrine. Yeah, I was hitting the wrong button, sorry about that. And there should be a shrine here. There we are.
Talk with you?
And I'm not gonna become a member of this shrine right away. I'm gonna have a hard time navigating because I am still flying and can't land. But this guy sells spells, among them Divine Intervention. So now I don't need the scrolls, I can cast them whenever I want. So, if we're gonna go back to the quest we were doing, let's just teleport back to the temple.
Let's get this.
That's so much faster.
Yeah. So we're starting to get quite a lot of teleportation things now, which makes this game a lot faster. One thing we forgot though is ask this one about rumors. Should always do that. Finding a Dwemer imprisoned on top of a tower at Balfell. Alright, well, it does an update. Hall of Wisdom. And let's swap this over to local view so I can see where I am. Somewhere along the center here. Or is it? No. Canton quarters. There, library. There she is.
Do I know you? What words do you have?
Yes,
for
I'm
me,
Mera Milo.
citizen?
Kaya sent you. Follow me into the back of the library. We can't talk here. Goodbye.
Tidy.
Oh, you see? Flying?
Yeah.
It's cool when we're outside though.
Haven't I heard of you?
Yes, you have. Go ahead. I'm afraid I don't know anything about the 6th house cult, but I can tell you about a Nerevarine cult. The temple worships Nerevar as a saint and hero, but prophecies of Israel, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we know that part. The Nervarine cult claims the temple. They're all false cult. Oh, derpy speaking thingy. Also called mouth. Persecution of the Nervarine. So it's an Ashlander cult, but they're persecuting the temple. And a group called the Dissident Priests. They dispute the temple doctrine and are outlawed and persecuted. The Progress of Truth. This book lists the disputes of the dissident priests with the tribunal temple doctrines. The temple has outlawed the sale and possession of the book, so it will be hard to find. We have a copy here, but I'm afraid I'm being watched. Okay, so we need to find the Progress of Truth. Alright. Fair enough. Also, there are other books here. I wonder if... Oh, there's too many people, I can't steal any books. Yeah, there's a rare bookseller that I think has most of the books that we want. So that's fine. I also believe in the Hall of Justice there's a couple of quests here.
Masera. I've heard a lot about you.
I need someone to deliver my apologies for me. I'm afraid I was rather drunk last night when I ran into Trebonius Artorius, that arrogant fool. It seems that the drink took off my tongue and I called him a flathead. Now I have a horrid rash, no matter what I do. So he's the leader of the Mage Guild here in Vivec. So we'll deliver his apologies. Take this book to him and tell him I'm sorry. That's fine. And then this one. Work. We've had 7 killings in Vivec recently. All of the victims had their throats slit. Most did not appear to have struggled. 5 victims were Outlanders, 2 were Ordinators. The guards in the city, the Ordinators, they're really hardcore.
Huh.
The 2 Ordinators were armed and on duty. Their weapons were still in their belts. Nothing was removed from the victims' bodies. I cannot hire you, only Ordinators may serve the watch. But if you can find this killer and execute him, I personally promise you a very handsome reward. No commitment, blah 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 blah. Let's see. 7 victims. None of the 5 Outlander victims have been on Vardefell. 2 were found in Foreign Quarters, 1 on Foreign Quarter Canal side, 1 in the Flalu, 1 near Arena. And there's witnesses. There were no witnesses to any of the killings, but in Flalu compound, about the same time of the killings, an Outlander reported being threatened by a Dunmer woman with a dagger. Yes, that's the only description we have. A Dunmer woman with a dagger. Alright, so there's a murder mystery here as well. Now, I believe
about your business.
That's all we're gonna do at the Temple Canton for now. There are so many cantons. No, we're gonna go to the next cantons in the next episode, I think.
Right.
And visit the residents and so on. This is all temple property, High Fane and so on. But these are the cantons where people live, so we'll get to see more about the lower classes.
Right.
Alright, see you next time.
Bye bye.